And he added to that covenant, family. And this is where we come in. And it says in Genesis 12:2, I will make a great nation. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Then the Most High said to Abram, you can be sure that your descendants will be strangers in a foreign land, where they will be enslaved and oppressed for 400 years. But I will punish the nation that enslaves them, and in the end they will come away with great wealth. Uh-oh. Does that script sound familiar, family? Yeah, it does. We've been speaking on it for the last 4-5 years now, since the Most High woke us up and let us know who we are as the Most High's chosen people and His plans. And it started with Abraham. Well, of course, it started with Adam and Eve, but we see it picked up with Abraham, and where he included and identified us in particular. And Trump, he signed off on this the last time he was in office. He did a HR 1240. I put it in the recording, which we have shared this before. But he signed off on what this prophecy by commemorating the 400 years that we have been in bondage, enslaved, and oppressed and treated harshly. But now the Most High has begun to punish these nations. And I know it says nation, but the nations, they came together. The nations in Psalms 83. They said, let us make a confederate of ourselves and get rid of these folks, so that their name, Yasharal, will be blotted out forever. Pardon me. Hallelujah. But this is where the Most High continues His faithfulness, right up until where we're at right this day. He's punishing this nation and all the other nations. And really, it's the European nations that enslaved us, and the Arab nations that enslaved us came together and said, let's put these people in bondage, so that their name won't be remembered forever. But they forgot who they was fighting against, the Most High, and that they had a time. Hallelujah. And the Most High is doing what He said. And I know a lot of folk won't like this, but it is what it is. That's why you have all kinds of hell breaking loose in nature. And we call it nature, just like they called it global warming, where they say the earth is warming up, and that's a lie. It's actually getting cooler. But it's a global warning of what the Most High promised He's going to do. He said He's going to punish that nation that enslaved us and treat us harshly and oppressed us for 400 years. And we're coming out with great wealth. And ain't nothing you can do about it. And all you have to blame is yourself. But praise the Most High. And it's really no laughing matter, because a punishment is a punishment. And that's what we have been going through the last 400 years. Now, He didn't tell Abram at that time, at least they didn't write it down, why we would be going into punishment. And I thought that was always funny, because I would ask, well, why they got to be oppressed? What are they going to do to make them go into punishment for 400 years? And to be honest, that was this is the last one out of 7, if I'm not mistaken. And 7 is the perfect number of the Most High. So this is it. This is the last one. But the Most High is faithful, family. He's faithful. And what makes it personal to me is what He told me in 2016 after I left the church. He asked me what I wanted. I said, well, Father, I want wisdom and knowledge like Solomon. He said, be real, Robert. I said, yeah, you're right. I want a closer relationship with you and all of my family. He said, all right, I'm about to make that happen. And little did I know, family, He told me to go on a fast after that. And I did, and He came back and told me like 6-7 days later think he had me do a 3-day fast, but he came back 6 or 7 days later and said, you're about to see some things that's really going to shake your belief or your faith. But no matter what you see, don't take your eyes off me, because I never leave you or forsake you. And from that time until this one, family, I've gone through a major stroke, which was like a month and 3 weeks after that, after he told me I was going to go through some things. A major stroke, 2 open heart surgeries, both to repair my left heart valve, 3 surgeries on my left leg to remove blood clots, 2 surgeries on my left foot to amputate 3 toes, a brain procedure to remove blood clots out of my brain, and a couple of more surgeries that I don't share. They're a bit more personal, but the Most High got me through it all. And I have recovered, minus 3 toes. But that's as a reminder of the Most High keeping his promise. Because he's kept me through all of it like he said he would. He never left me, he never forsook me. And also, on that last surgery, family, they couldn't get my heart rate up. And my doctor was really worried. He came in and said, Robert, I'm concerned because we can't seem to get your heart rate up. And we can't get you out of the ICU until we get your heart rate up. And I'm really concerned, and you need to go back to doing what you was doing before. And he knew I was a praying man, so I knew what he was saying. I said, all right, doc, let me get something to eat because I'm hungry. He said, we can't get you nothing to eat until we get you off this floor and down to the next floor. Then we can get you something to eat. I said, well, doc, go on and order my food, and we'll be straight in about 10, 15 minutes. See, I was racing time because I knew what time the cafeteria closed. Then I won't get more concerned about my heart rate, because the Most High had already made me a promise. He said he'll never leave me or forsake me. So with him not forsaking me, he's definitely not going to let nothing happen to me. He had already prepared me that month and 3 weeks beforehand. So I was strong on that, but I was hungry. He said, all right. He left and came back like 15, I think it was 20, closer to 20 minutes. Because I fell back off to sleep. He said, Robert, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's working. I said, good. Give me my food. And I went back to sleep again and woke up, and there was a piping hot plate in front of me. And I was off that floor. See, this is just the faithfulness of the Most High, family. And again, once I was in there, and they kept coming back to back to back with stuff, I was like, Pop, I'm tired of them steady coming to me with the stuff wrong with me. He said, Robert, what did I tell you in the beginning? I said, you said you would never leave me or forsake me. He said, that's right, but have you noticed that every time something pops up, we knock it down? And every time something else pops up, we knock that down too. And I want to leave y'all with that last word of encouragement. Every time something pops up, he gonna knock it down if you just believe him. But you got to trust and believe him. He can't work without your faith, your belief. We love you, family. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Hallelujah.